Sixers, Ivy Herbert, Lily Herbert, Sophia White, Caroline Workman, Sophia Lewis, and Abby Reed. And the seniors this evening are coached by Giacomo Manfredini, Colin Lucas, and Don Schoenberg. The officials for this evening's contest, we've got Mr. Jim Edwards, Nazareth Hall of Famer Sean Pearson, and Mr. Kevin Milos. Now, for those of you wondering, this is a fun fact, Mr. Milos has been refereeing this game for as long as he's been here, has not gotten a single call right. Not yet. This might be the year. We're all hoping for it. It seems unlikely. At this time, we're about ready to start the pregame festivities. We would ask that all practice stop at this time. We're about to begin with our dedication, our prayer, and our national anthem. At this time, we'd ask that you all please rise. First, our dedication here for Powder Club. At this time, we ask you please remain standing as Mrs. Therese Hawkins, principal of Nazareth Academy, leads us in prayer. We ask you please remain standing as we honor America. And we hear Molly McGee performing our national anthem.
camera.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's Powder Puff game. The tradition is back as the junior and senior girls will battle it out here on Valenta Stadium. It's a great time to be at the stadium because there's tons of things here. There's Powder Puff merchandise for sale. There's a concession stand here. Lots going on here, and of course the Powder Puff game. So those who are sticking it out through the cold here tonight in the stands have a lot of options to enjoy themselves here on this chilly Sunday evening. And the juniors and seniors are ready to do battle in just a moment. And I'm Ryan Stojitz, and tonight I'm joined by the moderator of broadcast team here at Nazareth Academy, Mr. Kitloss. Mr. K, how are we doing tonight?
Hey, good. Glad to be here with you, Ryan. So tonight's game, the rules for Powder Puff are, so as you're watching from home, the juniors are in pink, the seniors are in purple. They're going to play two 20-minute halves. Both halves have a running clock.
Yeah, so a little bit different from traditional football, but certainly still going to be a fun one to watch and interesting to see how each team's come out and attack. I mean, it's a cold night, so we'll see, how that affects teams trying to throw the ball. We see a lot more screens and dump-offs rather than trying to stretch the field as it is a chilly one. And again, big shout-out to all those fans who have come out here and, supported the seniors and juniors because it is not an easy night to be a fan with that weather, but they are all bundled up and ready to go. And, I mean, we're lucky to be up here in the warm booth, but again, it is chilly out there, and we'll see how that affects the game.
Absolutely, especially with the wind. The wind is really making things tough for these girls.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a minute before we went on, I actually heard the wind howling outside the booth, so it's definitely not the most ideal conditions weather-wise, but these girls and their coaching staffs and all of these fans are going to have to battle through it on this chilly night.
Yeah, I'm sure none of them are going to complain. Everybody, it's one of everybody's favorite Naz traditions, and especially now, it's the first time we've been able to have this since the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm sure people are excited just to be out here doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, there were a lot of things that we weren't able to do last year due to the pandemic. And as you said, this is one of those things that we weren't able to have last year. So certainly happy for everyone involved that this tradition at Nazareth Academy is back and ready to go. As we've got a rock, paper, scissors game going on the midfield logo, which I'm guessing is the equivalent of a coin toss. Oh, well, they're doing it again. Is it a best of three or something?
Must be best of three.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the seniors won.
Yeah, well, they got excited about that. I mean, you just can't imagine what it's going to be like when they score a touchdown.
And sure enough, looks like the seniors are going to receive. One thing I'd like to mention while we wait for kickoff here, so we're glad those of you that are watching from home are able to watch us from the warmth of your homes. But one of the things that's happening with the Powder Puff game is that the Girls Affinity Group here at Nazareth is collecting feminine hygiene products here at the game that they're going to be donating to local homeless and domestic abuse victims, homeless shelters in the area. So if you're watching from home, and please consider still making a donation of feminine hygiene products, you can just bring those to Nazareth, and at the front desk they'll know what to do. You can contact me, Mr. Hilhouse from the broadcast team. Contact one of the other moderators here. But so please consider donating those products that are going to go to help homeless and victims of domestic violence in the area.
Yeah, it's really a great cause, and once again, Nazareth Academy doing their part to help others in the community.
All right. Also, a way to get started, obviously, I have to give a huge shout out to our girls volleyball team, who are the Illinois State 3A champions as of yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, truly an incredible season by them. And, of course, absolutely congrats to all the players and coaches and their families on what was truly a remarkable season. And, yeah, shout out to girls volleyball for making Naz history yesterday.
So, and we're going to have a big pep rally for them tomorrow. So it'll be an exciting day at the Academy on Monday as we celebrate our girls volleyball team.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to that. I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun. And, again, it's a very exciting thing to celebrate because they truly put together a remarkable year, and it thankfully culminated into a state title. And they worked for it. It's a long season, especially coming back after the COVID year where things are all like strange and different. To come back for the first time in a while in a normal season and produce the way they did and win a state championship, it's special. So again, we send our congratulations to them.
Yeah, especially because the volleyball team 2 years ago, so that was right before the pandemic hit. They made it to the Final Four 2 years ago as well. So yeah, it was kind of tough. Like Ryan mentioned, with losing, with the COVID pandemic, kind of losing some momentum there. But it's awesome that they were able to pick up right where they left off and take it all the way. First time in our school's history that we have a volleyball state champion.
Yeah, and there's also a good Naz crowd down there at Redbird Arena to witness that history happening, as we saw a lot of Naz blue in those stands. And, yeah, it was just an exciting time for Nazareth Academy. Looks like the teams are on the field. We're about ready to go. Again, 2 20-minute halves here in this Powder Puff game. Again, juniors in pink, seniors in purple. We're just about ready to go. Not sure what the holdup is here.
There seems to be some confusion with the officials.
Haven't even had a snap yet.
Well, the head referee is our school's basketball coach, so maybe Coach Pearson needed a refresher on football rules.
Maybe. Yeah, these players certainly want to get moving because they don't want to be standing still out here in the cold. They want to get some blood flowing, get that, adrenaline going. Because it is chilly out there, and then also the fact that it's now evening and the fact that it's windy out there doesn't help. So certainly it's going to be a battle through the elements for these ladies, and yeah, I'm sure they don't want to just be standing out there still. They want to get moving, and looks like we are just about ready for the first play. Seniors and juniors about to get underway.
Looks like the holdup was the juniors forgot to put their flags on. Which
oh, yeah. You're going to need those.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're just about ready. Officials getting in their positions. And the clock is running. We are underway. Powder Puff 2021 as the first snap. Looks like the seniors are going to try and throw. Whoa, deep downfield to start the game, but it falls incomplete. Seniors coming out firing, maybe trying to send a message to the juniors, but that one fell to the ground incomplete. I mean, we talked about how maybe, cold, windy, might be hard to get a good grip on the ball, that maybe we'd see a lot more short passes, but if that's any indication, maybe not, as the throw went, at least 20 yards down the field, but fell incomplete.
And good coverage by the Jew. It looked like a false start right there for the seniors.
I know, we got a keeper here as a big run down the field. Again, they got to pull those flags across midfield, and the flag is finally pulled by a junior defender at about the 41-yard line, but the seniors marching into junior territory, and that's the first big play of the evening.
Yeah, I think the seniors got away with one there. That looked like one of the receivers took off a couple seconds before the snap.
No flag was thrown, so certainly maybe a break for them, but now they get a new set of downs. Looks like they're going to spot the ball at about the 45. And again, maybe the receivers
snap.
left early. And another throw deep downfield, and it's right into the arms of a junior defender. It's an interception, our first turnover of the evening. And the juniors get a big play. And staying in bounds is the junior defender. And this could be a pick six. And it's a pick six touchdown for the juniors. What a start. Just when it looks like the seniors could be marching down the field, the juniors say we got other plans. A pick six.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. I mean, deep down the field, junior defender was right there, fell into her arms, and I thought she was very close to stepping out of bounds, but I think she just barely stayed in down the sideline. I thought maybe around the 40-35 on the return. She might have stepped out, but officials say it's good, pick six, and the juniors are on top as they look to upset their seniors, and that'd certainly be something great for the juniors to upset the class older than you, but obviously for the seniors there's a lot of pride on the line for them too.
Right.
So certainly this is a game where people want to win it.
Well, especially last year, these seniors didn't get to participate there. We weren't able to have Powder Puff last year, so this is their one and only chance.
Absolutely.
But yeah, they had 2 plays in a row there. They got away with a false start, no call from the ref, so maybe a little bit of karma there in that pick six. All right, I'm not sure. Again, we got a running clock, so you'd think they'd be a little more in a hurry to get back into action. Yeah, when refs are whistling that we need to get going. So no kickoff here in Powder Puff. Team just starts with the ball. Looks like on the 5-yard line.
Oh, looks like we still got a PAT attempt here for the juniors after that touchdown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how they were going to handle that, too.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a 2-point conversion attempt. Clock again is running, and
yeah, a lot of times being wasted here. And there's a coach on the field. What's going on? I think the refs would be well within their rights to give a sideline warning here to the seniors as one of their coaches is just hanging out on the field.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's some rule that allows that, but I mean, yeah, it's certainly not something you see, but And the 2-point conversion attempt is the run to the outside, but it looks like the flag was pulled. And it's going to be, no good. So the juniors do get the pick six, but the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. So 6-0 juniors after 5 minutes. And you wonder that with the seniors, after that deep pass gets intercepted, do they try and get a bit more conservative on offense, maybe just shorter throws, safer throws to avoid something like that happening again?
Yeah. By the way, we apologize that we can't do a better job of telling you the names. All of the players are wearing the same number.
Yeah, that does, they're wearing the number of their class that they graduate, so the seniors all have 22, juniors all have 23, so a bit difficult to tell exactly who's who, but I mean, especially also they're all bundled up too. But, we're doing the best we can here.
And there's still a senior coach that's just hanging out on the field behind the quarterback. And I don't want to be that guy, but I also noticed he's a basketball player, so maybe the fact that the head basketball coach is the head referee, that's why it's not getting called. But I think a little bit of favoritism there, that they need to do something about that.
Yeah, certainly something to watch for. It's a high snap, and it's going to be a handoff. Running to the near side, looking for the angle, still going, breaks past a few defenders, and the flag is pulled just shy of midfield. So a big run for the seniors as they try and work the ground game a bit more on their second possession.
Yeah, the one junior defender, I think, forgot for a second that this was flag football, not tackle. Instead of going for the flag, she tried to take out the senior running back.
Yeah, don't want to do that. Again, still some coaches on the field for the
There's
seniors.
another
Yeah.
coach behind the seniors.
I mean, maybe if you allow the juniors to have one out there too, as interesting formation for the junior defense. A lot of players near the line of scrimmage. There's some openness, in that middle of the field. So see if they try maybe a 10-yard pass because there's space open.
Although I do notice that the coach here on the near side of the field is a junior. Oh,
another interception for the juniors. The second pick thrown by the seniors in as many drives. And could it be another pick six? It looks like it is. The junior defense making plays.
I'm pretty sure that was the same player. Again, it's impossible to tell 100%, but I think that's Gracie Carstensen, big basketball star here at Nazareth.
Certainly making presence felt on the Powder Puff game as well, because another pick six. Wow. And the senior offense is going to have to make some adjustments quickly because they're falling behind.
See if the juniors go for two again. Yeah, right before that pick six, I noticed that one of the coaches on the field was actually a junior coach.
Oh, okay. That makes it better then. Okay.
And, of course, leave it to one of the baseball players to be out there in short sleeves.
Oh, boy.
That was Nico Milano out there. No sweatshirt, no jacket. Those baseball guys are tough.
Yeah, indeed. Now the scoreboard still says 6-0, so I wonder did they maybe mark the returner down, and it looks like that's what it is.
Oh, okay. So it is a junior ball, but they're saying they begin at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, with the way she was still running, I thought, that was a touchdown for sure, but it ends up getting placed at the 40-yard line, but still the early momentum for the juniors continues.
You want hot chocolate?
Again, both teams really taking their sweet time out there as we're almost halfway through the first half. I mean,
yeah, especially when it's as cold as it is, you would think they'd also want to be running around.
Oh, that's how I would be, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of time is getting wasted here.
Again, it is the juniors' ball after that interception. It was low snap, and the quarterback still has the ball. Looks like there might have been some miscommunication there, and the officials are blowing the play dead. And I don't know if they're saying maybe because the ball hit the ground on the snap or something, or not exactly sure what happened, but looks like there was some definite miscommunication on offense for the juniors on that one. As it looked like one player thought it was a handoff, one player thought it wasn't. Just weren't on the same page there.
It looks like Mr. Milos, one of the other refs, is indicating there was something wrong with the snap.
Okay, yeah.
Because he was just showing them how to properly do the snap.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Yeah, that sounds right. As snaps better this time. It's a handoff. She's got some space, cutting to the outside, and a nice tackle by the senior defender on that play. Got dirty to make that play, but a great stop there, preventing what could have been a huge play for the juniors.
Now, another thing I'm not really sure about is I don't know how first downs work.
Yeah, I think we're learning as we go here, but nothing wrong with that. As The scoreboard says, like 1st and 10 as if you need, 10 yards to get it, but.
Right.
And that gets the ball up to the 35.
So it seems like, maybe it seems like the coaches are just able to freely walk onto the field.
Yeah.
Seems like coaches from both teams. So can you imagine if that was the case in like regular high school football?
Oh boy, that would be that'd be interesting. And there was a quick pass there by the juniors. It looked like it was caught, but it was blown dead quickly. So I don't know if it was a quick tackle or something, but
I think they did pull the flag.
They did pull the flag, and the juniors are getting excited about something on the bench.
A late flag.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because those juniors were jumping around, and I mean that's a little excited for a 5-yard pass. So probably something else in there.
A legal man downfield, but then that would go against the juniors.
Yeah, wait. I think maybe the juniors didn't realize who the flag was on.
All right. Absolute chaos and confusion on the field right now.
Yeah, we're just along for the ride. So now they're moving the ball back to about the 37. And now they're moving it a little bit more as it looks like one of the officials is adjusting the spot. Now there's some discussion.
And we're joined by a special guest in the booth right now, the GM of the senior team, Mrs. Kittlhouse.
GM, wow.
Do you have any thoughts on the game so far? 2 interceptions for your team.
That's rough. Score more points.
Score more points?
Okay.
All right, that's the strategy from the GM of the seniors, Mrs. Kittlhouse. Score more points.
Score more points. I love it.
I think before you worry about scoring more points, you should probably stop throwing interceptions.
Well, yes, that's a good start. As we're back in play, as it's a QB keeper to the outside. She's got some speed, and a flag was pulled again.
All right.
Trying to run to the far side of the field, but a nice tackle again by the senior defender. But there's a lot of open space out there on this turf because this is the size. This is a high school football field, so there's a lot of open space out there for these girls to try and make some plays. As the senior players are getting some love for their coaches after making a huge play. Because that one could have been a lot worse for them if the junior runner got to the outside more.
So it looks like it's a turnover on downs.
Now under 5 minutes left in the first half. Still only 6-0 juniors. That junior pick six, the only points of the game so far. And, definitely a very defensive game when it's 6-0 and the only points are as a result of a pick six.
Yeah, the juniors came within looks like what must have been inches of another pick six. I mean, she must have just barely stepped over the sideline.
Yeah, in live action, we thought it was a pick six, but officials ruled otherwise. Is now seniors back with it, looking to bounce back and cut down on the turnovers. Because, we said score more points, but got to put a drive together first. Here's the snap. Handoff to the outside. Got some speed, got some space. Trying to find an angle. Oh, nice move. Staying in bounds. She's still going. What a play. Down the sideline. One defender to beat. Now cutting into it. A junior defender falls to the ground. And it's a long touchdown run as the seniors finally break through and pull even. It's 6-6. What a run.
Wow.
That was, we got, nice cut move around middle of the field, making defenders miss. And, wow. Great play by the seniors there. And all that was a simple handoff. And again, a lot of open space here.
It looked like one of the junior defenders had her around the 50-yard line. I'm not sure how she missed the flag, but...
Yeah, I mean, I think, that's one thing. But also, like, when someone's running at full speed, it is a bit hard to grab a flag. So it'd be one thing if it was, like, two-hand touch, but it is a flag football game, so certainly hard to grab those flags when they're, running at full speed.
Yeah.
And it looks like... Not sure what happened there. I saw an official signal, like, good, as if they just converted a PAT, but I didn't see a snap. But maybe that was just for the touchdown. I don't know. For now, it's 6-6 as, again, the juniors missed their 2-point conversion attempt after their pick six, and now we'll see if the seniors can take advantage of that as they got a chance to take the lead. Ball spotted at the 5. Seniors huddling up here. Like our officials are saying, let's get going here. As maybe the seniors are doing this with some intent as they try and, not leave the juniors with a lot of time to answer back. Again, ball spotted at the 5. 6-6 for the moment, but the seniors can jump on top with this 2-point conversion attempt.
All right, here we go.
Here's the snap. Some trickery here. And, handoff was dropped. And again, a 2-point conversion attempt, no good. So both teams missed the 2-point attempt after their touchdowns. And that is how we are at a 6-6 tie with halftime approaching. And if the juniors want to get something going on this drive, again, it is a running clock. They really got to hurry.
Yeah. It actually looked like on the handoff, they didn't look like they did a reverse handoff, that they dropped the ball. It should have just been a fumble. I would think that they still could have picked it up, but they just kind of let the play die.
Yeah, my only theory would be if the runner ran in front of the quarterback, then technically that could be considered a forward pass and therefore incomplete. But again, we're learning as we go here up in the broadcast booth.
All right.
Yeah, juniors need to do something quickly if they want any chance here. This is some 2-minute drill. Seniors make a late substitution. And, that was a very false start as some miscommunication, but it's a handoff to the far side. And making moves. And, is this tackle football?
All right, they got time for maybe one more play if they hurry up. They don't seem to be in any real hurry.
Yeah, again, can't spike it or anything. It's a running clock, so I don't know if they're going to have time to get this one off.
Doesn't look like it.
And, they take a timeout, and, I mean, it's almost as if they just remembered they could do that because, with some, more ideal clock management, the juniors could have time for, a little more of a full-on drive here, but now this is basically just, one play and then halftime.
We have a pretty good-sized crowd here at Valenta Stadium. A lot of people braving the elements. Got some delicious pizza that was delivered here to the stadium. We got a cupcake truck, so people are enjoying themselves despite the cold weather.
Yeah, shout-outs to everyone who's come out today, again, because it's a chilly one, but a lot of people here bundle up and enjoying some powder puff football. So, yeah, again, we're up here in the warm booth. So, again, shout-out to all the brave troopers out there in the stands.
All right, here we go. This is the last play before the half.
Yeah, I'm surprised the seniors don't have more defenders back. A lot of players up at the line for the seniors. Final play of the half. They opt to run it. It's a little bit of a flea flicker here. And now the juniors are going to try and make some magic happen, but the flag is pulled.
So that will take us to halftime, tie game.
Yeah, certainly very defensive game, only 6-6, and for the juniors it was a pick six that produced their points, but eventually the seniors on a long touchdown run were able to break through, and that is how we stand 6-6 at halftime. Again, halftime 10 minutes, and then we'll have the 20-minute second half for you at the end of the break.
We are joined once again by the GM of the seniors, Mrs. Kitlaus, and since we last spoke to you, they did score more points.
Yep.
Strategy works.
Yeah.
So what's your strategy for the second half? Any
Score
insight?
some more points.
Score more
All right.
points.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll see if they can do
So
that.
there you have it. So we'll take a little bit of a break. Ryan and I are going to enjoy a cupcake, and we'll be back here for the second half.
right, back here for the second half of Powder Puff 2021. Seniors and juniors all knotted up at 6 to start the final half of play. Again, it's 20 minutes and a running clock. It'll be the juniors starting with the ball in the second half. And the clock is running, officially underway. Oh, botch snap. Juniors got to get it. And it's just going to be a dead ball. So near disaster for the juniors, but it only ends up being a loss of a few yards as the officials blow the play dead. And the juniors will have to back it up here on second down. Senior defense, a lot of players on the line of scrimmage. We'll see if the juniors can maybe exploit that and get a receiver to get behind the defenders, because then there'll be a lot of green grass ahead of them. Pressure, junior quarterback, just throws it up and it's caught for a short gain before the flag is pulled by the senior defender. That gets the ball out to the 25, maybe the 26, depending on where they officially spot it. And it might be a little bit shorter than I thought, as they're placing it at the 24-yard line after the short gain. Here's a snap. This is about a 10-step drop, and the pass falls incomplete, as there was a lot of senior pressure on that play, and the junior quarterback just had to get rid of it. And now we've got whistles and a junior timeout.
That was early. Like you said in the first half, I think they maybe forgot that they had timeouts.
Yeah, because again, the juniors had a chance at the end of the first half to maybe drive down the field, but they didn't call their timeout until there was, 4 seconds left in the half, so maybe we'll see some better clock management in this half.
Well, I'm looking over the junior sideline. Looks like their coach Nico Milano, who came in short sleeves. Looks like someone found him a blanket. So
yeah.
Don't want anybody to get sick.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a person, I love wearing shorts. I consider myself, I can wear shorts if it's, maybe in the 50s, but like a night like this is way too cold even for me. I'd be bundled up if I'm out there.
All right.
Yeah, seniors still with that similar formation. Basically everyone playing up. Lots of defenders at the line.
Oh, high snap.
Yeah, seniors bring a lot of pressure, but that leaves a lot of open green grass in the middle of the field. And she will go all the way. Juniors back on top. A long touchdown run for the juniors. That's, got to be around 75 yards. As almost the whole team is out there celebrating in the north end zone as the juniors jump back on top.
Looks like we have a senior player down.
Oh.
Well, looks like they're okay.
Yeah, you don't know, is it injury or is it just, disbelief about what just happened? But, I think the seniors, they got to adjust their defensive scheme a little bit, because when they have all those players, within a yard of the line of scrimmage, that leaves a lot of green grass behind them, so it gets to the point where if a player gets 10 yards down the field, there's a good chance that they're going to take it to the house like they did there, and we'll see if the seniors and their coaching staff are able to make some in-game adjustments, because, again, running clock, you see a lot of time left now, but this thing's going to fly by.
All right, so we'll see what they do here for the extra points. I'm not sure if they have any options. I wonder if they just have to go for 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Both teams have tried it in every in every situation we've been able to see. And again, the ball is going to be spotted on the 5-yard line, so I would guess this would be another 2-point conversion attempt as well. At the moment, it's 12-6 in favor of the juniors. Here's the snap. QB keeper trying to cut to the outside, and I don't think a flag was pulled.
What's the call? Yeah, she got it.
Yeah, the officials waited a moment to make the official call, but they do say the 2-point attempt is good, and the juniors have an 8-point lead in the second half. And that 2 points, that's huge because, now you put even more pressure on the seniors because then if they score, they still have to go for 2. And again, this thing's going to fly by. I mean, you might think, you got a lot of time, but at the pace this game has been going, 15:42 is not as much time as you may think it is.
Well, maybe we'll see. Today we saw another a rare tie in an NFL game.
Yeah, that was
Steelers and the Lions.
I was watching that game. No one wanted to win that game.
Yeah, right. I mean, I know the Steelers didn't have Ben Roethlisberger, but still, come on.
We talked about this before we went on the air. It's just been a very strange year in the NFL. Lots of upsets and a lot of teams that are just hard to figure out. As the seniors, with a little trickery here, as they look to answer, and looks like they were maybe trying to. The ball carriers maybe trying to stiff arm or something, but ended up slipping to the ground.
Although, I do want to point out both of her flags were still intact, so I think she could have gotten up and kept running.
Yeah, I would think, unless there's some rule that, if you fall to the ground, you're down by contact. But regardless, nice play from the seniors as they get up to their own 40, looking to answer the juniors who have scored the only points of the second half so far. And a little bit of a delayed pitch, and are they going to say that they got that pitch off in time? Because a flag was pulled, and now a last-minute throw, it's intercepted. It falls to the ground. There's a lot going on that play. There was a flag pulled, but I think the flag belonged to the senior quarterback, and the officials let the play go because the quarterback had already handed it off at the time the flag was pulled. Then the senior ball carrier just throws the ball up, and it's nearly intercepted by the juniors. A lot happening there.
Yeah. And was she in front of the line of scrimmage?
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing to think about when she threw that ball.
So much to unpack.
Well, it looks like they're going to just simply call it that they were down from where the flag was pulled.
Now another run to the outside. Close to midfield, and I don't know if the flag was pulled or if she ran out of bounds, but it looks like they're going to spot it a little bit past midfield. About the 48 is where the officials are indicating.
All right, so a lot more urgency from both teams in the second half.
Yeah, I think both teams are starting to realize that, this game goes by fast, and that especially for the seniors, you do not want to get beat by the juniors and get upset, because that's something that's definitely going to stick with you for a long time. But if you're the juniors, you're embracing that underdog mentality, and, I don't know if we have record on this, but I don't recall when is the last time that the juniors have won the Powder Puff, and the juniors make a huge play in the backfield, and the seniors are going to lose about 5 yards.
Yeah, I do know this is my 4th Powder Puff because last year we didn't have one. And I do know the juniors have won once in my time here.
Okay, so
I can't remember exactly what year, but I do know the juniors won once.
Yeah, and we mentioned, especially for these seniors, this is it because they didn't have a Powder Puff as juniors last year due to the pandemic. So this is their one and only chance to emerge victorious in a Powder Puff game. And I think we're just, maybe false starts aren't a thing in this game as it's a QB keeper, but I think a receiver clearly left early. But I think officials, have really kind of been easy on the false start penalties, certainly.
Well, I think there were definitely false starts. I think there was also some offsides on the defensive side. So
you figure by the time, throw the flag, call the penalty, move everyone back, that could be like a minute. And in a game where it's a running clock, you don't really want to be doing that.
So So I'm not sure what's going on now. Is that a turnover on downs?
Yeah, I don't know. The scoreboard is not updating the downs, which
Yeah.
kind of makes it difficult for us as broadcasters, but we'll see what's going on.
Does look like the juniors are setting up in an offensive formation. So yeah, I think that must have been a turnover on downs.
Yeah, now if you're the juniors, if you can score here, that really puts the seniors in a tough spot because then they'd need 2 touchdowns in less than 10 minutes, presumably. Here's a snap. Pressure, and are they going to rule that a forward pass? Uh-oh, did the ball come forward? Ball's on the ground. Senior coach is signaling it should be their ball. No signal from the officials yet. Forward pass or fumble, what's the call? And do we have a signal yet? I haven't seen one.
So the officials are saying the ball was down, and so the juniors have the ball, but they lost. Either that was an incomplete pass, or that was a fumble. But I'm not really sure what the call was there from the officials.
Regardless, it stays in possession of the juniors as that pass is off target and incomplete.
Yeah, passing game is not really developed for the juniors in this game, so maybe they should stick to the ground. That seemed to work well for them in the last drive.
Yeah, and you see, again, the seniors' defensive look. I mean, now they've got at least one defender kind of playing about, 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, then one kind of safety back on the other side of midfield. So maybe trying to prevent that big play as the juniors trying to get a screen pass off. Pass is caught, and the flag is pulled before the junior receiver can get much out of that.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, seniors needed that stop. And, I mean, we'll see if they can get it on 4th down, but, this is a crucial play, one of those pivotal tipping the scale moments.
Oh, this is bold. Looks like the juniors are going for it.
And that's the initial look. And obviously the juniors in no rush as they're hoping to drain as much clock as they can with their team holding an 8-point lead. And flag is thrown. That flag was thrown aggressively. That was high in the air. And we got a delay of game.
Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, yeah, the juniors really looked like they were just going to stand around and not do anything with the ball. So it's still going to be 4th down here.
And here's the play on 4th down. It's a throw over the middle. It's caught over the middle of the field. She's still going, but a flag was pulled.
She did get her flag pulled, yeah.
Senior sideline likes that.
Looks like seniors will take over the ball in the juniors' territory.
Yeah, got to capitalize on this. Defense has done their part. Now can the senior offense break through? And again, they're going to need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to pull even. The class of 2022 facing a second half deficit, looking to avoid being upset by the juniors. Low snap, and it's a run to the outside. And again, the snapping has been an issue, but it's a nice run here as the senior ball carrier takes it close to the red zone. It looks like she went out of bounds maybe just before the 20. And the seniors looked like that play could have been a disaster as the snap was a bit low, but luckily the seniors are able to figure it out, and it's a nice run to the outside for a huge gain. And I feel like for both teams, that run to the outside has been very effective. Again, lots of green grass, lots of open space on a, high school football field. So both offenses certainly taking advantage of that. Seniors back to the line. Looks like they might spot it just at the 20.
That's a Pivotal moment for the seniors. They really need to get a score soon.
Yeah, if they don't score on this drive, things could look bleak for them. This is another low snap. It's not even picked up by the quarterback, and play is blown dead. And I think that might be blown it dead because the snap was bobbled, but I believe that happened on the last play and they let it go.
Yeah, that was a carbon copy of the last play. The same senior player was about to pick it up and start running with it.
Now they get the snap off cleanly. It's a run the other way to the far side, looking for an angle, and into the end zone for the touchdown. A touchdown run to the outside, and the seniors do exactly what they needed to do, as we talked about how pivotal this drive was for them, and they're a 2-point conversion away from tying this Powder Puff game. Safe to say for both sides, the ground game has been a lot more effective than the passing game. And now a huge moment here as the seniors are looking to draw up a play that can get them 5 yards and get them into the end zone to tie this thing up.
All right, we mentioned this before. It was huge when the juniors got that 2-point conversion. So the best the seniors can do here is tie the game.
Pivotal moment here. Both sidelines getting into it. It's a run to the outside, and a handoff gets it through. It looked like the quarterback had it initially, but eventually just handed it off to her running back. And a creative play design pulls the seniors even with the juniors 14-all with 5.5 left.
Wow. Still plenty of time in this game. Still plenty of time for the juniors to march down and pull off a victory here, or for the seniors to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, and I mean, I know, again, there's still tons of time left, but this is a running clock, so I think it's a point where we have to bring this up. I mean, do we know what the overtime rules are for this Powder Puff game? Because there's a trophy on the line. There's hardware that's given out. You can't end it in a tie, so I mean, has there ever been a Powder Puff game that's gone into OT, and if so, what are the rules? I mean, I don't know if you know, Mr. K, or if, I mean, because I've never seen it, but certainly something to watch for if the score stays the same as the clock gets closer to 0.
I mean, I would think just sudden death. First team to score wins.
Yeah, it could be that. Maybe something more like college rules, or
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but I certainly love to see this thing go into overtime. I mean, I know these players and these fans probably just want to go get in the car and turn on the heat all the way up, but I mean, I'd love to see some OT. I mean, you know, this is a time-honored tradition at Nazareth Academy. I mean, lots of fans here. You know, it's certainly something that's you know, people take seriously, and you know, obviously it's all about having fun and, you know, an opportunity for these girls and their family to enjoy a game of football. But at the end of the day, you know, you play to win. Juniors looking to take the lead back, and I thought a flag was pulled, but the junior runner making some nice moves here. Senior coach has to get out of the way, and oh my goodness, all the way to midfield. What a run by the junior ball carriers. I thought it was going to be maybe a 2-yard run, if that, but you know, all it takes is a glimmer of open space, and she took advantage of that. Great run there, gets the ball to midfield.
Got to give a shout out to Powder Puff super fan Evelyn Kitlaus. I know was told she's watching from home. I know all she ever talks about is she can't wait to play in this game, but she's only 5 months old, so yeah. About 16 years from now.
Hey, get them interested early. Get them interested early. And oh boy, a flag is thrown, and based on the reaction, I would think it's on the seniors. There's some arguing going on the field. The junior bench got excited. Multiple coaches on the field, and now the seniors are clapping, and it looks like it's going against the juniors. So again, a premature celebration by the juniors. Says quick snap here, rolling out. QB keeper got some space, looking for an open lane, and the flag is pulled. Thought for a second it was going to be another long touchdown run for the juniors, but the seniors able to make the stop. Again, running clock under 3 minutes now, approaching 2.5.
Looks like the seniors are going to call a timeout.
Yeah, probably talking about what they want to do here, because at this point, you know, you're really hoping to take this game into overtime because the odds that you would have a chance in a running clock situation to stop the juniors, get the ball back, and score are slim. So you just got to prevent the big play. I mean, that's what, the coaching staff has got to be telling the girls here. Just prevent the big play and maybe put more defenders back, less defenders on the line. Prevent that run to the outside because that's what's been successful for both offenses today. So, and if you're the juniors, I mean, just try and draw something up that works. I mean, they've had some clever play designs, as have the seniors. So, really, I mean, I'm eager to see what this defensive formation is. And if I'm the seniors, I'd, maybe get some more people playing in, linebacker-type positions rather than having, this is almost like a zero blitz.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, the most successful offensive plays of the day have been runs to the outside, so...
Yeah, I mean, look at all the defend
they're bunched
they're
up.
all bunched up
Yeah.
and they're all in between the hashes. When the runs to the outside have been the most successful plays, I don't know about this formation. Let's see if the juniors can take advantage of it. It's a quick pass, and
Junior runner's still up. Oh,
yeah, I couldn't tell exactly when the flag was pulled. But again, the big play is prevented, and that's the key. Just prevent the big play and wind the clock down. That's what your message is for the seniors.
not sure what down it is.
Neither am I, but we're doing the best we can up here. Ball spotted at the senior 44. Now under 2 minutes left. Here's the snap. Oh, rolling out the pass. It's picked! Oh, no, it's not. It was right in the hands of a senior defender and a huge play. Are they signaling senior ball? Are they signaling senior ball?
Unless that was fourth down.
Yes, that's true. But I'm going to say if they're signaling that senior ball off the interception, I don't think so. But again.
They're not giving it to the seniors where the interception was
Yes,
almost
you're
made,
right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a heads-up play by the junior because it was an interception, and the junior knocked it out of her hand.
And a high snap bobbled by the senior quarterback, and whoa! Flag football, everyone. Flag football.
Yeah, right. Jeez, it's not a tackle.
Again, overtime looking more and more like a legitimate possibility. In the final minute now as the seniors potentially looking to walk it off. Designed QB run across midfield, gets a nice block, down the sideline, got a couple defenders to beat, still going inside the 20, and a flag is pulled inside the 15. Now the seniors got to hurry up. They already used their one and only timeout of the half. Might have time for 2 more plays if they hurry. Clock running, got to get the ball set. Senior coaching staff pressing the issues. They got to line up, make sure formation is legal, make sure everyone's set. I don't think everyone was, but it's fine apparently. Run to the outside, inside the 10, one defender to beat. Does she get there?
She's in.
Touchdown, seniors! Touchdown, seniors, and with the running clock, that should do it.
Wow, so the juniors who at one point had a commanding lead, they had an 8-point lead in this game. Total defensive breakdown.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think the seniors were going to have time to do anything, but they're going to walk it off. And that is it. So the seniors win the 2021 Powder Puff game by a final score of 20-14 on a walk-off touchdown run. Wow.
Wow.
Fun way to end it.
Yeah, seniors took over with just a little more than a minute left in the game. I mean, all the juniors had to do was not allow them to go 60 yards for a touchdown, and that's exactly what they did. Nice. Looks like some trash talking going on right now from the seniors to the juniors.
Yeah, and for these seniors, as we mentioned multiple times, the only Powder Puff game that, they're going to get to be a part of, with the one last year not happening due to COVID. But everyone on this senior team is going to be 1-0 in Powder Puff games lifetime, undefeated. They'll be able to say that forever.
Yeah.
Undefeated in NAS Powder Puff games. And for the juniors, tough loss. They had a 14-6 lead at one point. Gave up the walk-off touchdown late, but only more motivation for them to come out and win it as seniors next year.
Yeah, definitely got some athletes on this junior team that'll be back next year, but I also have to say I teach sophomores. They got some tough sophomores in that class, so I think next year's game should be very exciting as well.
Certainly should be, but it certainly should be. But until then, it is the seniors, the class of 2022, emerging victorious, getting the win, and getting bragging rights.
So looks like we're getting ready for the trophy presentation here. The NFL has the Lombardi Trophy. Nazareth Powder Puff. Nazareth Powder Puff has the Michaelek Trophy. And there we go. So these girls have worked hard and trained hard for about a week and a half.
Absolutely, and they've had to go to multiple practices, had to get ready for the game, sacrifice Sunday afternoon to come here and play some powder puff football, and certainly great to see the seniors celebrating. So it looks like we might have a little bit of a photo op going out there, and for the juniors, again, tough way to lose, but only more motivation to go out and win it next year.
Absolutely. So this is the final football broadcast of the year for Nazareth. I know obviously yesterday was a tough loss, but as Saul and Ryan talked about quite a bit at the end of yesterday's broadcast, Nazareth will be back very strong in the future with a lot of promising talent.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, as you mentioned, the broadcast we had yesterday, it was a tough one. Tough to see the Naz football team lose that one to Fenwick, but I mean, when you look at the way the season started for Naz football, it was tough. It was, an 0-3 start. They overcame a lot of adversity. So to get to the quarterfinal was truly remarkable. So again, congrats to Coach Racky and the Naz varsity football team on a remarkable season. And, there's some talented seniors that are going to be, moving on to college. But there's a lot of young talent, as you said, on that football team. So football team had a great season. Again, girls volleyball, congrats again on a state title. And we've got the Powder Puff game back in action. So a lot of great things happening at Nazareth Academy.
Yeah, so hope you enjoyed our football broadcast this year. We will be getting started with our basketball season in just a couple of weeks.
Looking forward to that.
In November, so... All right, well, hope if you're watching this at home, you're staying warm. Have a great week. Once again, just kind of one last plug. If you are able to make any kind of a donation, again, our Girls Affinity Group is collecting feminine hygiene products to donate to local homeless shelters and shelters for battered women. Please consider making a donation. So that's all.
All right, yeah, it was great doing this game with you, Mr. K, and great to have this Powder Puff tradition back. So, again, looking forward to calling some games in basketball season, but until then, just hope everyone enjoys this game, and again, tune in to Naz broadcast channel soon as we'll have some basketball games for you in the near future.
All right, have a good night.